The Uganda People's Defence Forces Amendment Bill 2025 first got lost in the fog as the line ministers were absent at the time of its reading.
And this bill is in compliance with the court ruling of the Kabaziguruka.
The Minister of State for Trade, David Bahati, volunteered to present the UPDF bill amidst heckles.
Amendment Bill 2025 for the first reading.
Drama continued as the State Minister for Veteran Affairs, Olero Huda Abason, appeared to lay an empty certificate of financial implication.
Mr. Speaker, I'm requesting that the second thing on the agenda should be read. Within a minute,
the document is there.
And finally, the Minister of State for Defence, Jacob Oboth, saved the day.
I beg to move.
The situation depicted high stakes with possible consequences for failure.
Right, Mr. Speaker, that's not the way procedurally bills are read for the first time. The Prime Minister is here. Madam Prime Minister, why don't you organize your cabinet?
Let it be late. Can you get the certificate and lay on table?
The Speaker of Parliament Annet Anita Among referred the bill to a joint committee of Defence and Internal Affairs and the Legal and Parliamentary Affairs.
The chairperson of Legal and Parliamentary Affairs is hereby designated to chair the joint committee.
The UPDF Amendment Bills 2025 seeks to, among others, restructure and re-establish the court-martial, including prescribing its jurisdictions.
A civilian who is gotten in concert, allegedly committing an offense with serving military officers, that at the start of trial in the military court, this civilian will now be given the rank of private. Can you imagine?
The most fundamental issue that was raised by the Supreme Court is that these people work under command. Whether a lawyer becomes, as long as you're a military man, it doesn't matter whether you're a lawyer, you will still be appointed by the high command. So you can't have a court appointed by the high command and the charges preferred against you by the high command, and then you pretend to be a judge.
The Supreme Court recently disqualified the trial of civilians in the court-martial. The bill in progress seeks cure through identifying exceptional circumstances under which civilians are tried in the court-martial.
What would be important is for court-martial to be trying only soldiers, because we have enough rules in our statute books. That would be the most important. The moment you go beyond, and the experience that we have got under the court-martial does not give any confidence to any Ugandan that this is a law which is made in good faith.
I think it makes the bill a bit uglier and it may cause unnecessary tensions in Parliament. If I were to advise, I would have isolated the issues that are purely to deal with the welfare, the structure, the command, the treatment, the pensions of the UPDF separately, and then study further how best to deal with the pronouncements of court.
Now, the government bill is also in the spirit that the UPDF has registered transformation arising from both threats and opportunities. Speaker Annet Anita Among wants a speedy approach to ensure the bill is not locked by the closure of the fourth session of the House.
And I am not going to allow people to come and do politics here. I expect the committee to handle this and should be resolved before the end of the fourth session.
Daniel Mugoya, Gloria Gutabinji, UBC News.
In difficulty.